Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, pardon me for being late. It's Sunday evening, okay? And Mondays are a little slow, so I didn't want to wait until tomorrow to discuss these two topics. Eminem, Slim Shady, okay? Took shots at Megan Thee Stallion. Brand new song is called Houdini's from his upcoming album, The Death of Slim Shady, I think it's called. Give me a second. Yeah, so The Death of Slim Shady. It's his new studio album. Is this on brand for Eminem? Eminem was one of my favorites for a lot of years. I had a huge Eminem plaque. I'm not sure what happened to it. Is this on brand? Maybe it's not that serious, but the dominant society is coming for his neck. The New York Post and other platforms, they're saying this is pathetic, quote unquote, disgusting. It's a different day and time. Everybody knows that. And everybody wants to hold other people accountable. But now, what does the urban genre think, feel, and say? Will they stand up for Megan Thee Stallion, a black woman? She's a college graduate. Okay, she went through the thing with Tory Lanez. Most people have taken Tory's side. Sadly, even though he was convicted, and I'm not going to get into that too deep, but will you stand up for Megan Thee Stallion if you are, quote unquote, black? All right. I can go either way. We can kick Eminem's back, we can just say, hey, it's just art. It's just lyrics. Now, if you're going to hold Eminem accountable, then you have to hold yourselves accountable, all right? 50 Cent just pointed out some of Rick Ross's lyrics where he actually apologized a year or two ago. I forget exactly when. So is it really putting people up under the microscope, getting them to say sorry? I don't know if Eminem, what, if any, endorsements will suffer. But again, the dominant society is coming for his neck. And I have not had a chance to go to Eminem's IG page to see if he apologized, okay? But he's older now. His beautiful daughter just got married. So I'm sure he's in a different place. Or is he washed? Is he still stuck? Is he like Nicki Minaj, just sticking to the formula of what has worked, what his audience will pay to see, what they will say, hey, it's Eminem. That's more a show, okay? Phone lines open right now. I want to know what you guys think. Again, I can go either way, all right? Showrunner, Zang, get his name right, knocked out Deontay Wilder. Yes, he did. Beat him like an old slave. Pow! Now, many people, including Lennox Lewis, are calling for Deontay Wilder to retire. Not me. I want to see this nigga go out like Apollo Creed in the Rocky franchise. In the Rocky franchise, If you know the Rocky franchise, Apollo Creed got killed, Not that I wish death upon Deontay Wilder, but I mean, just like, take it to the bitter end, all the way, my nigga. Deontay Wilder, 38 years of age, got beat by a 41-year-old Chinese man who does not speak a lick of English. And for those who know boxing, I would love for you to call in and educate me and others, because I have not been paying attention to Zhang, but they're both the same height, 6'6", 282 pounds at the weigh-in. Zhang, Deontay Wilder, 214 pounds. So you do the math. It was over a 60-pound weight difference, okay? Deontay Wilder has the longer reach, 83 versus Zhang, 80 reach, all right? Now, I did a little research prior to the fight. I did not see the fight live. Salute to CP from Knicks Fan TV. He texted me right before the damn, I was getting ready en route to go watch the fight. He texted me and said, Deontay Wilder got knocked out. Oh, my God. However, I did a little research on Zhang, again, a couple of days before the fight. And for those of you who saw Zhang knock out Joe Joyce, oh, my goodness. Clean that nigga's clock with the right. Pow. Now, Zhang is a southpaw. And let me just say this. Before we clown Deontay Wilder, I want you on the phones right now. We're kicking in his back. Yes, if you think he should retire, I say the opposite. But I think that he needs to get rid of his corner, fire everybody, the trainer, anybody who thought that fighting Zhang would be a way for him to get back, to his one-time, position. Also, Deontay Wilder, this makes his second fight, hold on a second, that he lost. Hold on, guys, hold on. No, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Okay, I just want to make sure of something here with regards to Deontay Wilder. Where are my notes? Give me a second. Sunday night. Yes, this is Deontay Wilder's second loss. He lost back in December of 2023, a unanimous decision to Joseph Parker, and then against Zhang, TKO in the 5th round, okay? So he has lost his last 2 fights. I think he needs to get rid of his entire staff, his corner. Who picked this fight? And if you don't know, Zhang has only lost 2 fights. He has fought 27 wins, 30 fights, 27 wins, 22 knockouts. Zhang only lost 2 fights, one by majority decision and one by unanimous decision. So I don't know if Zhang has been knocked down to the canvas, but he has not been knocked out. He has not been TKO'd. This wasn't the fight that he was supposed to fight. And let me just say this, hold on a second before I get people on the lines. And I want to talk boxing. Deontay Wilder, his style no longer works at 38 years of age. He's a headhunter. He has no jab. He's just, trying to line up the shot. At 38, that's not the way to go. Troll babies, good evening. Does George Foreman do any type of consulting, any type of training? George Foreman has had one of the best jabs in the history of boxing, along with Larry Holmes. Get with one of those guys and let them teach you, if possible, how to jab, the stiff arm jab. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, not that would have worked against Zhang. Never should have fought Zhang, but I think he should, just get rid of everybody, come back in 2 years, and continue to get the bag. He's been fighting in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure he's been getting some nice money down there, but I mean, he didn't look like he was into the fight when he was walking in. I want to put something on the table here. Hold on a second. I have no proof. Is Deontay Wilder on any type of antidepressant? A lot of your not just boxers, but your entertainers, actors, they get so used to a high from the roar of the crowd, and when they lose that, then they become depressed. Is Deontay Wilder on any type of antidepressant? He didn't look like he even wanted to fight when he was walking out. The nigga looked like he didn't even get a haircut. Or is he trying to grow locks? Phone lines are open right now, okay? All right, and a little bit later, I'll tell you guys about, I put up a brand new squirrel house today on my other YouTube channel, Squirrel Party. And I think I may want some advice from you. Yes, because I am in the process, or I think I canceled someone that I was, somewhat sort of seeing, a woman. I'm not going to say her name. I would never do that, but I had a very weird situation, all right? Okay, Joe, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Are you calling in, sir? Okay, he wants to talk boxing early. And I want to discuss Eminem as well, guys. Let's not just talk about boxing. I want to discuss Eminem. Is he just on brand, or should we just move on? 857, good evening. Is that Joe? Joe Pilot?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, Star?
Good to hear from you, sir. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, man. I watched that Wilder fight, but, man, Wilder's done. Wilder got to hang him up. He's already pushing 40. He got knocked out. He's lost 4 of his last fights. And he's already, if you didn't know, Wilder got into the sport of boxing at 21 because his daughter had some crazy bone disease. And he was driving pickup. He was driving like some 18-wheelers. And he started boxing for money. He's already made over like $100 million in boxing. And at this time, like, he's not good enough to beat the top level guys. and he's not gonna get in the ring to fight for $300,000. He's been getting paid $8 million the last few fights, and before that with the Fury fight. He's like what can he do? I think if he wants to leave on a high note, do a high homecoming fight in Alabama somewhere, fight a no name that you know you can knock out. But the thing is,
come on.
you know, and like, and Wilder, man, he was the last American heavyweight. You know, like after him, it's like, you know, it's thin, but it's like, and they even made boxing made a division for him. They made a division called Bridgerweight in 2020, which was for fighters between 200 pounds and 224 pounds, and he didn't want no parts of it. He came.
If I can jump in, stay with me, sir. Stay with me. The Bronze Bomber. I don't know what his finances are. Does he have a bunch of kids? Does he have mortgages? Because if he's got baby mama drama, then he's going to have to continue fighting. He's only 38. That's not, I mean, that's old, but that's not like over the hill. I mean, a lot of guys continue fighting. They do all sorts of charity matches and so on and so forth. But you're saying as far as professional boxing, that's it, over.
It's that he's made too much money. He's made over $100 million. And then the thing is, he can't beat none of them top guys. He can't beat them. He couldn't beat
Sir, hang on a second. I appreciate your knowledge. Is he broke? Does he still have a mortgage? Does he have a whole fleet of cars? Does he have a payroll of like $80,000 a month where he's, you know, feeding niggas, you know, buying niggas Jordans, slave chains? What are his finances? Do you know?
I mean, he's made a lot of money. Like recently, he has a lot of property all over the place. He has like a crazy compound in Alabama. He got a crazy house in Atlanta. So he probably does have some expenses, you know, and he only has like a few kids. He just had a kid, his last kid with Taylor Swift. So it's like he don't even got that many kids, like, and you know, and
so you're not sure if his money is making money, because I mean, having houses and all that sort of jazz, I mean, if you've got the expenses, you know, the expenses can literally outweigh everything that you know, as far as income, and you have to downsize. He's 38. It's time to downsize. You know, I don't know his finances, but now hang on a second. In terms of, as you pointed out, he lost 4 of his last fights. Yes. He has no jab. Can we agree on that? And for his age, that's a problem. No jab.
Yeah, he has no jab, and you know, his whole career he was matched up well. You know, the moment he left the PBC, I mean, the moment PBC. Because the only reason he fought Fury was because Fury was coming off a long delay. Fury was over 400 pounds, and he was, you know, he popped positive for cocaine. So he thought that Fury was a
regular shit.
He thought Fury wasn't going to be nothing, because he was trying to beat Fury to try to leverage that against Anthony Joshua. But, you know, the white boy put a monkey wrench in that.
Stop right there, sir. Stop right there. I'm going to let you finish this up. Are people saying it was time to retire because the Caucasian beat him twice, and now he has lost 2 more fights since the Caucasian gave him that work? I mean, Zhang. Can we focus on Zhang for a second? Where the fuck did Zhang come from? Doesn't speak a lick of English. Damn near 300 pounds. Huh? Are people saying retire because a white man beat him like a slave? Is that what this is really about?
Nah, not even that. It's just like Zhang. He's from he lives in Bloomfield, New Jersey. He's been out there for Bloomfield. He's from out there. Yeah,
but he doesn't speak English. No. He doesn't speak English.
I mean, he probably does, but he probably just keeps it chopped up. You know, he probably don't want to get put on a meme.
Sir, I saw the post-fight interview. He doesn't speak any English. They had to have a Chinese translator. He does. Okay, so let's go back for a second. I have not been paying attention to Zhang. But did you see him clean the clock about what's this other black guy's name? Holy shit, Joe Joyce, the right, and he's a southpaw. Got finish up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he knocked out Joyce 2 times back to back. But you know, those is like, you know, Joyce is as slow as molasses in the ring, and Joyce is pushing 40 himself. So Like, and Joyce was known for getting hit a lot. And Zhang, you know, he has he got crazy power in both hands. Like that left he has is crazy, and the right hook he got is good too. So Zhang is credible. But the thing with Zhang was that Wilder blew his load in the fight, too early, because Zhang is known for gassing out early. So if Wilder was patient, he could have maybe caught him like in a couple more rounds.
I disagree, but I thank you, sir. I totally disagree. Thank you for the call. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir. Salute to that man for calling in. Thank you again for your donation, sir. No, he wasn't catching Zhang. He was headhunting out the gate. And in the second round, Zhang caught him. Boom. Wilder's corner, you can hear them saying, hey, whatever that guy's name, I forget his name, I don't want you to be a punching bag for this guy. Was Deontay Wilder on some type of antidepressant medicine? He wasn't even into the fight. He wasn't doing anything that his corner told him to do. I say get rid of the whole goddamn staff and you know, come back in 2 years and continue fighting. Sir Shy, got your donation star. You're a better version of Howard Letterman. Thank you, man. Well, listen, I've been doing amateur boxing commentating for years. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me at many of the amateur events in Atlanta, New Jersey. You know, I love the sport, okay? Maurizio, got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. Call in if you like, sir, okay? We're talking about a few different topics. Let me go to area code 804. Good evening. Eminem slam for referencing Megan Thee Stallion. Do you care? 804.
Hey, what's up, big nigga?
How are you, man? Let's talk about it.
I'm all right, man. I'm decent. Hey, look, I heard the two things I want to touch on there. Eminem and Megan.
Please.
I heard I think he mentioned something about her foot.
Yeah.
In the news.
Come on.
Hey, look. I think it's
on brand.
I think it's going. Yeah, because I think this would be the first situation where he's into it with a female.
No, sir. Hang on a second. When I say on brand, this is what he has been doing. He came at Mariah Carey years ago. He came at Dee Barnes, Kim Kardashian. The new track is called Houdini. It dropped Friday. Here's the lyrics.
Yeah, but
here's the lyrics. Hang on a second. If I was to ask Megan Thee Stallion if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? That's the bar, sir. It's the bar.
It was slick. It was slick. And I think this is a different type of smoke for him. And I think Megan gonna bring some heat. And I think it's gonna pick up some traction.
Oh, okay. So hang on a second. So you think Megan Thee Stallion's gonna clap back? I mean, that's a possibility.
Absolutely.
But what
Why
about
not?
Okay, but what about the heat he's getting now? So are you in the loop? The dominant society, they're coming for him, they're demanding he apologize. That's where it is. Go ahead, finish up.
Yeah, he's not gonna apologize. I think she's gonna clap back. And like I said, I think she's gonna bring the heat.
Okay.
And I think it's gonna be entertaining. Megan got bars.
Okay. Are you a black man, sir? Do you have a black mother, black daughters? Okay. Does it concern you as a black man that this white boy been doing this type of shit and he has now clowned a black woman? Been doing this. He clowned Dee Barnes on a track. I forget the name of the track with Dr. Dre. Does it concern you as a black man?
I haven't thought that much into it. I guess I'm more.
Let me hear you say, I don't give a fuck. Let's say it. Say it, black man.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's Sunday. I'm turned up.
Thank you, sir.
I don't give a fuck.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just say how you feel. Don't have me sitting here working. Come on, I gotta cancel Eminem. I ain't doing all that extra shit. Fuck no. Also, hang on a second. Here's something I do want to, in some type of way. My audience is not TD Jake's audience, but let me ask you a question. Let me TD Jake's. Should he be called out for not kicking in and denouncing Diddy. I know 2 weeks ago he did a sermon on domestic violence, but why has he not denounced that nigga, huh? Okay. Let me go to area code 818. Two topics, late night on a Sunday. Eminem slam for referencing Megan Thee Stallion. Do you care? Can we start there? 818.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing, sir. How about yourself?
Hey, thanks for taking the call, Star, but Eminem is just petty. He's bringing back that 01, 02 pettiness, man. And you know what? In hip-hop, throughout the years, there's always been whatever's on the news is going to get talked about.
Okay.
You know, whatever it is going fame. This man that came at Christina Aguilera, Will Smith. I mean, the list goes on, and he's not biased. He does that white on white crime too. He came at Machine Gun Kelly heavy. And I don't think
I think he took a L to Machine Gun Kelly. That's just me, but go ahead.
Well, he's not biased in his pettiness. He's come at everybody whatever he needs to. So I feel like this is right up his repertoire. And with his lyricism, I don't think Megan Thee Stallion has that star power enough to where she can't handle a diss record going back at her. I don't think she has that star power enough. This man didn't even do promotions or anything, and you know that white following is serious. It's serious. They whatever he do, he could do a song with ABCs and it's gonna sell. So it don't even matter if she come back. But as far as the bar, man, Eminem is so petty. He's just so bad. That was just a petty bar, man.
It's not that serious. Let's move on. Go ahead and say it. Say it.
Yeah. It's not that serious. Let's move on. Do you mind if I touch on the topic on Wilder?
Please, but now just make sure you put some respect, as you guys say, even though it's RESPECT, respect on Zhang's name. Clean his clock. I don't think that fight should have happened. What say you?
Star, you've watched boxing over the years. You can tell when somebody has the fundamentals. Him coming into the game at an older age with just having a right hand versus a guy this fight kind of reminded me of George Foreman versus Michael Moore, right? That it was just a lot of power and girth versus a skinnier fighter who might have been faster, but he don't got the fundamentals to hold off Zhang. He don't have the jab. He don't have the footwork. And we've seen that throughout the fights. You know, I think me personally, on his rise to fame, like in 2019, he actually turned down a $100 million contract that was offered to him from ESPN for 3 fights. You know who took that? That boy Fury.
Yeah.
That boy Fury said, I'll take that contract.
Yeah.
So I think go ahead. Sorry.
No, you have the floor. Go ahead.
So I feel like a lot of his decision making has always been questionable, from him blaming losing to Fury to his outfit, changing trainers, and things like that. He's always been suspect. He's never got into that real prime where usually heavyweights got 4 or 5 years where you know they're locked in with the same team in the same group. But this fight with Zhang, I mean, he's 40 years old. This is a guy who already developed that girth, has that power. Wilder had nothing for him.
Hang on a second, sir. We have to be specific. Deontay Wilder is 38. Zhang is 41. Let's be specific, please.
Yes. Zhang is 41 with at least 25 years of experience versus Deontay Wilder, who his biggest claim to fame, you know, outside of deep knocking out window washes, this guy's fought all over the world, seen all different type of styles. This was a matchup that everyone's seen ahead of time, unless you know, the crazy Wilder supporter. And you've seen fights throughout the years where you saw, he's going to get hurt. And he got a glass chin. You know, he has a glass chin.
Yeah.
So with no defense, we saw that a mile away. But this reminded me of George Foreman versus Michael Moore, where he had nothing for Foreman was eating those shots like it was nothing.
Right.
So that's what it kind of gave me a reference.
So let me ask you a question. If we can just round this up here. Should Deontay Wilder retire? I don't think so. Me personally, I think he's got to, if he can, learn how to jab. But if you say different, if you say no, he's a headhunter, that's all he is, game over, what do you say?
As long as he still got the capability to draw in fans with that knockout, he's still going to be able to sell. I don't think he should retire. because I think people put too much emphasis on the O's, you know, because of Mayweather and other boxers who made that undefeatedness so damn important. For real boxing aficionados, no, hey, a couple losses don't mean anything. I mean, he done got destroyed and beat up by Fury 3 times and still was able to sell out shows. Yep. So I think as long as he still got that knockout power, and 38 is not really super past his prime as far as heavyweight boxing, maybe welterweight, middleweight, and things like that, because it's, you know, it's more contact.
Well, technically, hang on now. Technically, it was a draw, the first fight. He lost twice to Fury, but the first fight was a draw. Technically, yes?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Many felt that Fury still did win the first fight, but it was a draw on paper. Yes, it was a draw the first fight.
Lost to Fury.
But I think as long as he got that knockout power, we like the home runs, right? We like the home runs, the slam dunks, and all that flashy goodness. So I think he still brings some of that. And I think he shouldn't retire. I think he got about 2 more fights in him. Okay. My job is for him to go find a janitor, a window washer, somebody he can fight to build up that reputation again and build some more interest.
I thank you for the call, sir. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Folks, I will let you have the last word. You know that, but I don't think Deontay Wilder still has that knockout power. He was 214 pounds. Now, he was chiseled for the fight. But no, he can't fight people like Zhang and other heavyweights who have power. He can't do that and still try to be a headhunter. But I'm not saying retire. No, I want to see him 5 more fights. Oh, there he is. Florida boy Jay tapping in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, it's real niggas on a Sunday afternoon.
Yes, sir.
We chilling, late night special. You know what it is.
Okay.
We got to get to this Eminem topic. We got to get to it, man. I need to let these niggas know what time it is.
Please.
All right. Okay, so first off, Meg's biggest mistake is buying into this female victimization card, because you can't shut up everybody and you can't stop all the trolls. And what she did when it comes, and what this the feminist media, the liberal media did, was paint her alleged foot shooting, paint it as a victim. And anybody who has something to say, we gotta write articles and think pieces about. So what they did was pretty much alert people like Eminem, alert niggas. Anybody want to get your clout up? Anybody want to get the headlines go viral? Sneak this her foot. Nicki Minaj, anybody who talked about her foot and want to get some traction got exactly what they wanted out of Meg Thee Stallion, to the point where Meg doesn't have to respond, and outrage culture and media is going to come to her defense, go on Wall Street Journal, every publication, including what we're doing right now, Star. We're talking about Eminem, and that's exactly what Eminem wanted. Right. was for us to say something about the Meg Thee Stallion foot comment. Yeah. And if you ask me, do I care that he is talking about black women again and dissing them? Hell no. I can care less. You know why I can care less? Because Eminem, just like me, we kind of grew up a little bit in the South Park culture where any and everybody can get it. Something you agree to also. Right. It don't matter what race, color, creed you are, you can get this smoke. I remember, see, you got a whole, I don't know, I ain't been listening too much, but I'm pretty sure you got a bunch of niggas in tinfoil koofies and a bunch of hoteps and yes girl sisters on the line ready to kick him in his back end for his long history of talking about black women. But let's keep it a buck. He was beef with Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Elton John.
Right.
He done kick white.
But now hang on a second, Florida boy Jay. Stay right there.
Yes, sir.
So yes, this is on brand for Eminem. And like I said, I can go either way. I'm not, I definitely ain't caping for black women tonight because they're ungrateful, number one. But now with regards to Elton John, he did do a song with Elton John. He tried to clean that mess up. But now he has never hang on. Never said anything to Dee Barnes with regards to her pain. I don't think he'll say anything, or I couldn't find anything at this point in time. Not that he should apologize to Megan Thee Stallion, but I don't think that's something that he necessarily is looking to do. Do you think Megan Thee Stallion will respond in a diss track? That might be kind of hot if she does that.
I think what the best thing Meg Thee Stallion can do right now is what Eminem asked for. Respond with an Eminem feature, get on the track, go bar for bar, collaborative song, y'all get on y'all MC type of time, and she needs to show the world that enough time has passed and she could take a joke, because at this point, she's only a target for internet traffic and interact, because even people defending her aren't genuinely defending her. They just know writing an outrage article will bring traffic. So what she needs to do is kill the potency and the venom of talking about her getting shot in the foot by doing a collab track.
Would that be the ultimate mammy move to do a collab with Eminem? Huh?
No, it will be the ultimate. You girls can take a joke. It'll be the ultimate. You girls can play with the boys. Kind of like when we see if Caitlin Clark got bumped, don't get up and cry for a foul.
Right.
Bump the bitch back and hit a three. Okay. That's how you get respect and how you get people to stop talking about you. Take a joke, collab with Eminem, and keep it pushing. And all the Meg Thee Stallion foot jokes will start to die down, because we're going to clearly see it don't affect her the way it usually do.
Okay. I gotta shift gears because I don't want to hold you up too long. I want to get some other calls on the line. Cardi B, who is she beefing with? You and I were talking earlier. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Cardi B is I don't know if I would say she's beefing, but UK rapper Bia has pretty much was trying to get information out there that Cardi B had an alleged sex tape. Supposedly, Cardi B called her and had a conversation.
Bia came with a track. She's sitting in the studio. I saw it up on the gram. She's getting at Cardi B because they had a phone conversation. Cardi B recorded the conversation. I guess she didn't like the way the conversation went because they were both wolfing and barking. Cardi B then calls Bia back. Bia has dropped a diss track, and Cardi B has dropped some type of track. I'm up to speed on the bullshit, sir. Where are we now? What's going on?
Right now, last thing I checked, I didn't hear any new Cardi B song, but Cardi B did threaten to sue her for saying that she cheated on her husband the same way she did Tasha K. Oh, and right now, everybody on the internet is saying, "Bitch, stop talking about suing and get in the booth." Right. Like this hip hop. When niggas talk trash, we don't want to talk about lawyers and suing and Tasha K. Right. Nigga, get your ass in the booth.
Hold on a second, Florida Boy Jay. Troll Babies, I heard Cardi B some type of track going at Bia. If there is,
it was the remix. It was a remix.
Yeah.
The Glorilla and Meg Thee Stallion song.
Okay.
Yeah, we heard that.
Well, I'm just getting up to speed on this shit. So now, was that after? No, that had to have been prior to Bia's track, because Bia's track hasn't dropped yet, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That Cardi B diss was a response to Bia in the background. Bia's response track was to the track that just dropped with Cardi B.
Got you. Okay. I have to shift gears one more time because I'm getting backed up on calls here. Caitlin Clark. I have a theory. She's getting hammered by the black girls. That's a fact. Salute to Matt Barnes, former NBA. I'm going to say great. Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes has called out Caitlin Clark's teammates. Did you see that clip? For not defending her. Matt Barnes called out her teammates. I want to say this.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. Good.
No, keep going.
I want to say this. Caitlin Clark, as good as she is, she's gotta get more aggressive. That nice girl shit is not going to work in the WNBA. The WNBA is very similar to how the NBA used to be. It's aggressive. It's I don't want to say violent, but it's action-packed. She's got to start talking shit the way, and this is going very far back, the way Larry Bird used to talk shit. Larry Bird was one of the top 5, if not top 3, greatest shit talkers. He talked shit to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. J, everybody. She's got to start barking at these, I'll just say, women of color to really get them to get off her. Otherwise, that nice girl routine is not going to work. Go ahead and finish up.
I couldn't agree with Matt Barnes more. Good. Like, we are over here looking at Caitlin Clark, and we should be looking at her teammates. Like, why aren't you riding out? Why aren't you stepping up? Where's the Charles Oakley's on her team? Right. Where's the Matt Barnes? Who's going to protect the superstar? But it's the same way when we see quarterback getting a cheap shot and offensive line will go to pick him up.
something about that quarterback pissed off them linemen. Something about Caitlin Clark pissed off some of her own teammates. Now, I will say this. Caitlin Clark is not a victim. She likes this rough style of play. She likes the trash talking. She likes this style of basketball because that's what she plays. She's not a victim. Our only point, what Matt Barnes is saying, he's not calling her a victim either. He's saying that her older teammates, regardless if you like her or not, you can mess with Caitlin in the locker room, but when we get on this court, this hardwood, nobody lay a hand on her, and that's the point, and that's the problem.
Got you. Okay. I appreciate you tapping in. Anything else we need to discuss before you go? Florida Boy Jay.
No, just lastly, Deontay Wilder needs to retire and fight Jake Paul next because he's embarrassing Black Americans every time.
Oh my God, that is the wrong fight, Jake Paul.
That's exactly no. That's what he needs to do. Deontay Wilder is a joke. He what they say about us Black Americans is that we just come on shucking and jiving. We don't practice fundamentals. We just do it off pure talent and swag. That's exactly what he is. He's his antithesis of an untrained Black American in a professional environment. And we need to send him back to the clown show so he can fight Jake Paul.
Damn. Thank you for your call, Florida Boy Jay. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Have a great show. Thank you.
I don't think Deontay Wilder is a joke. I think he's still got some fighting in him. I think getting past the two ass whippings from Fury. The first fight was a draw. They fought 3 times. And now the Chinaman, who doesn't speak a lick of fucking English, dropped him in the 5th round, in case you don't know. He has to develop a jab. He's too old to be trying to just, line up one shot. Bow. No, man, you're 38. Sir Shai got your other donation. Thank you so much. Mike Tyson's what? No. I don't play games and stuff like that. But thank you, Sir Shai. Thank you, Sir Shai. I have a new take on the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. I don't think it was ever going to happen. I think it was a whole. I don't want to say scam. I have no proof. I think it was all promo from the start. I don't think Mike Tyson ever had any intention to fight Jake Paul. He's done goofy shit like that before. He's cloud chasing like we all are. I think it was just to get a bag. Okay. He says Wilder fired Mark Breland. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm up to speed on that. Let me go to area code 604. Thank you for your patience. Are you there? Area code 604. Sunday night.
I am. Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. How are you, man? It's cracking.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking forward to the discourse regarding Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, and everything. And any questions you may have, I think I can fill in the blanks and answer your questions with regards to that.
Are you a boxing aficionado? Do you partake in the sport yourself?
Yes, sir. I've covered the sport actually extensively for many years, and so I'm not sure if this is quite the audience for a nuanced, present company not included. Obviously, you made a shout out about, George Foreman and Larry Holmes regarding them utilizing a great jab and everything. So I know you're a learned and well-informed man, but I'm not sure about some of the
my audience,
some of the casual observers.
My audience is very objective, so we are here to have people such as yourself call in and educate us. I didn't pay attention too much to Zhang, but looking at him on paper, following boxing for decades, I'm as old as dust. You should know this already. I don't think that this fight ever should have happened. Am I wrong? Can we start there? You're a knowledgeable man. Who picked this fight for Deontay Wilder?
He just recently linked up with Eddie Hearn at Matchroom Boxing, and this was a Matchroom versus Queensbury event or fair. But like you said, Zhang, I mean, he's got the amateur pedigree. He was an Olympic gold medalist, right? And I think a few callers earlier had alluded to it, where Deontay Wilder came to the game quite late. His daughter had spina bifida. It's a very inspirational, motivational story and everything like that. But the fundamentals aren't there. He's never had the footwork. He's never had a nuanced attack to his game. But to his credit, all those things being said, look at what he accomplished in the game. So I know everybody's probably going to clown him and everything like that. And lack of all those things that I earlier mentioned were on, full display. So it was a mismatch. I don't know if Eddie Hearn intentionally was trying to cash out with Deontay Wilder at this point right now. But, with all his limited boxing skills, all those things taken into consideration, I think he had
if I can jump in for a second,
and admirable career.
If I can jump in, stay with me. I want to focus on Zhang more. Again, looking at Zhang's pedigree, if you will, and looking at what he has done, 22 knockouts, 30 fights, 27 wins, 22 knockouts. I've never seen Zhang on the canvas professionally. He's lost 2 fights, one by unanimous decision and another one by decision, majority decision. But again, I have to say, who picked this fight for Deontay Wilder? It doesn't make sense. After losing prior to fighting and losing to Zhang, was this in his corner's mind a comeback fight? Doesn't make sense, please.
No, it was more so a crossroads fight where, the loser is going to have to look to another, profession or just being a gatekeeper. And whereas the winner is still a very viable, commodity and challenger to the throne. The division is kind of being reset with the loss, not only Wilder losing 4 out of his last 5. He knocked out Helenius, I think, 2-3 fights ago. But Zhang lost to, Joseph Parker and what's your man's name? He lost yesterday. Philip Hrgovic. Even though Zhang knocked him down twice, he still lost the decision.
Right.
But Zhang, he's a southpaw. He's crafty.
Yeah.
Massive weight advantage over Deontay Wilder, as most heavyweights do. And he just followed the Tyson Fury blueprint of using that size, that mass, leaning on him, and being a true heavyweight against a guy who, as Fury famously said a few times, is just a basketball player. He's got a build of like a 2-guard, a wing in the NBA. But I think really what was Deontay Wilder's undoing was the way he treated Mark Breland, a legend in the game. And, he completely disregarded him, disrespected him, and karma is real.
I see it a little bit different. Maybe he felt it was time to shift gears. I'm not mad at that. At some point, we have to shift gears from people that, have helped us tremendously. But looking at, again, I'm looking at Zhang, man, 41 years of age. I don't think, unless you say different, I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over, but I think that he has to do something, Deontay Wilder. If he doesn't develop a jab, he's too old to be a headhunter. Can you speak to that? Too old to be a headhunter at this point.
On the one hand, you're right. At this point, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But he is a one-trick pony, and the old axiom always says in boxing, the last thing to go for a fighter is his power, if he's got it. And he's always had debilitating power in that right hand, albeit very predictable at the same time. But to answer your question, even though he's 2-3 years older than Wilder himself, Zhang is a player. He's positioned himself right beneath Usyk and Tyson Fury. And Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois gave himself a good showing yesterday as well too. So I think he's slated to fight AJ next, Anthony Joshua next, probably somewhere over there in Wembley. But one young American heavyweight to look for on the come up, although he's very flawed himself, is a kid Jared Anderson. Anderson, Big Baby Anderson. I've seen him. I believe Toledo, Ohio. Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah. So but as they say, as the heavyweight division goes, so goes boxing, even though, there's way more talent at welterweight, super middleweight, even light heavyweight, lightweight, with Shakur, Tank, and all these guys, Ryan Garcia, of course, we got Tank. So there's a lot of big fights still to be made out there. And I think boxing is in a good state, good position right now.
If I can ask
Deontay Wilder, I'm not sure what's next.
If I can ask you one more question here. I know nothing about Deontay Wilder's finances. Is he fighting for a bag now? Because if he is, then that's the wrong road to go down. Do you know how he's doing financially?
I won't pretend to know the intricacies or any details of his finances. I know he does have I know he has a huge compound down in Alabama, in his home state, and I believe he owns real estate in Atlanta as well too. And I think his portfolio might even extend to LA.
Okay.
I know his from now what I'm hearing, his strange wife was kind of, one of these wanted to be out there in the entertainment scene and things of that nature. So, but it's funny for you to say last thing, Start. I know you got to keep it moving, but Deontay famously had said on numerous occasions that he wanted a body on his resume, a body on his record,
right.
And and Tyson Fury damn near killed him, and Zhang, Zhang had him doing the electric slide, the boogaloo, and turning corners and all this. So I don't know. Boxing has a funny way of circling the block. But
Do you want to promote your platform before you go? Do you have a platform on social media? Where are you at?
Yeah, absolutely. Clue 604.
Okay.
Up north Clue, not Clue Nesto from Desert Storm, but they say he's my twin they alike, so I carried that name Clue for the past few decades. But yeah, Clue's Corner, online, and Clue 604. All your coverage of the culture and sports media. And
send me a link.
I appreciate you for giving me the time, Star.
Send me a link via email to your platform. Thank you, man.
I will, no doubt. And I'll send in that donation. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
All
okay.
Right.
Yes, sir. Maybe I'm delusional. Maybe Deontay Wilder cannot jab and he's finished. But again, I'm looking at Zhang and I'm like, who picked this fight? Oh my goodness. Hey Maria, I got your donation. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Okay. Blade. Let M be M. He's a troll and a hater just like you, Star. Well, hey, I'm saying I can go either way. I'm not like, well, this is wrong. No. Again, if he's on brand, that's what it is. That's all it is, okay? And salute to Deontay Wilder's mom. She says she just wants him to celebrate his career. I don't think she said, according to USA Today, unless I missed it, she didn't say retire. She said, hey, come on, we got a party for you. Let's celebrate. That's a nice message, okay? Good evening. Late night, Eminem took shots at Megan Thee Stallion. Do you care? 909. Yes, no, maybe?
Star, what it do?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm here, man.
Yes, sir.
I just think that we just putting a little bit too much on race, because we just need to stop that, man, on either side, the white or the black side, man, because we know knowledge now. We know now Esau and Jacob is brothers. So Am is just your brother. This and your sister. I mean, it just is what it is. Dante got knocked out by so-called white guy.
Well, hang on a second, sir, before you go to Deontay Wilder. What you just said sounds hot, but this is America, my nigga. It's all about race. All about race.
It is.
Even though race is a social construct, it's about race, man. Stop all that kumbaya shit, man. Huh? The white boy has dissed the black queen. Where you at, nigga? Stand on business.
I mean, but it ain't about that no more, Star, because, nobody asked God what we gonna be when we get here, man.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, we dealing with America a beast, but, he a beast on that mic, regardless of his skin. And he dissed every color. So, it ain't about...
Caping for the cracker. Pay attention.
Oh, this what I meant to say. This is the key topic.
Yeah.
We are all forgetting what Eminem, the concept to his song. He's battling his old self to his new self. So that's his old self. Y'all don't understand. That's when he used to be on that.
Right. Okay.
You feel me? That's the whole concept. He got a beard on his new self and the blonde hair on the old self.
Yeah.
We know how M used to act.
Gotcha.
That's what the song is about.
Okay.
And then
I appreciate you calling in here and cheering for your zaddy.
Let's put it on race. It ain't about race.
Sir. I appreciate you cheering for your zaddy. Thank you, sir, for the call.
Come on.
Let's get that nigga up out of here, huh? Damn. Can't we all get along? Steve, I got your donation. Panama City is a gem, big nigga. You wasn't lying. Oh, Panama City, Florida. That water was so fucking crystal clear and blue. White sand. I love that place, man. Thank you for your donation. Rob Lowe 2000. Rob Lowe says, hold on a second. The volume on the TV up loud reminds me of the Scarface setup. I wasn't even worried about that because, we're in North Carolina. Everybody's got guns. If niggas is coming in, it's not like I had jewelry and shit. Thank you, Rob. But I wasn't worried about that. But why is the TV loud? She's smoking. Huh? Turn that shit down. But thank you, Rob Lowe, for your donation. Let me go to area code 475. Pardon me for that long story, but we're talking about Eminem and Deontay Wilder knocked the fuck out. Are you there? 475. Yes, no, maybe.
Oh, what's going on, Star?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Star?
How are you, sir?
I'm all right. Yeah, I don't know. I was calling about the Eminem thing.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Meg. Everybody got an opinion about what happened. Everybody basically know what happened, or got a common belief about what happened. I think she lied. There was some fuck shit that was going on with her and fucking Sunday.
Even if she lied, sir, and that's not the issue. The white boy shot a hot bar. Should there be any? No, hang on, sir. Hang on a second. Whether let's not go into whether she lied or not.
Yeah.
The white boy shot a bar at her. To my knowledge, he hasn't apologized, nor does he have any plans to. Rick Ross. Rick Ross had to apologize, and he lost an endorsement deal, sir. Take it from there.
He lost endorsement deals for that shit. Yo, that's crazy, but it was a slick bar. I don't understand how he lost endorsement deals for that.
Sir, can I ask you to go back to sleep, please? Go back to sleep. This nigga. First of all, he can't even have a conversation without dropping F-bombs, and then he's delirious about it. Yeah, Rick Ross lost a goddamn deal behind that, man. What's wrong with you? Let's try area code 609. Good evening. Are you there?
Star.
Eminem.
Star, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I wanted to touch on the Deontay Wilder thing. I watched the fight. I've been following him a while. I think he's been done since Fury. I know he switched his trainer. Is actually one of his good friends, and if you watch during the fight, like his trainer kept telling him to do things like you said, and he wasn't doing it. And I think like when you have that type of relationship, when you're that close, like the trainer needed to like slap him, basically, like really like get his attention because he seemed so zoned out, and it's just what he wasn't getting through. So I think he needs.
Is he on medication? He might have been coming down off of some type of antidepressant. When Mike Tyson fought Lennox Lewis, he was on something. He was chewing on his glove. Was Deontay Wilder on something?
He might be. There was a press conference, I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago, where he actually like broke down on stage. I mean, not break down. He had like a mini like episode where he was talking about boxers put their life on the line, and they come out, and he referenced a guy who there's like a Spanish guy that fought, and he ended up in the hospital like paralyzed. He's basically a vegetable, but he referenced him. And he was basically crying on the podium saying, "We come out here and risk our lives, and we're all champions." And
was he crying?
It's just been weird.
Was he crying? Huh? Was he crying?
He had shades on, you know, weirdo stuff. He had like shades on, but it looked like he was like tearing up, and he just seemed like coming
down off the Molly.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I mean, he needs to get rid of that trainer. He needs someone hard nosed that, you know, can really get him in shape. And I mean, his legs look like sticks.
Hang on, sir. Listen now. I love the sport of boxing. I don't claim to be an aficionado, but there was no jab the entire 5 rounds. Right or wrong?
Yeah, he was almost fighting like off his back foot, like what you said. He what he does is he sticks his arm out and tries to get the line the person up for the knee.
He's too old for that,
They
sir.
call it his right arm.
He's too
Yeah,
old.
it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Whoa.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it looks horrible. He almost looks like, if you look at his face when he's doing it, he looks like he's surprised, like he's looking at the guy like he looks scared or nervous. I don't know. It was difficult to watch for me.
Yeah. Can I ask how old are you, sir? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 36.
Oh, you're a very young man. I say that respectfully. Have you ever?
And I'll talk about the.
Have you ever been with a female that just refuses to turn down the goddamn volume on the flat screen? What the fuck was that about? What's that about?
I don't know. I've never dealt. I may have never encountered a woman of that caliber. But like you said, when I come through, like I want the red carpet rolled out. Like it's not gonna be none of that. You know what I mean?
I'm not stressing whether I get sloppy, toppy or not, but just turn the goddamn TV down. Anyway, listen, man. Any thoughts on Eminem taking?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that too. I listened to like a minute of that track, and I couldn't take it. I saw pictures of him recently at his daughter's wedding, and she's very nice looking. It looked beautiful, but he was like standing there. He looked serious. Like he wasn't smiling. He just looked like a weirdo. Like I didn't like it. I don't know. I feel like he's still trying to keep up with a persona. Like, just be a family man. Like, I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know if you saw the pictures. It looked weird.
I saw the picture, his beautiful daughter on her wedding day. I don't know what their relationship is. I know that her mother, if her mother is Kim, her mother used to play him out, and he went to a club one time to get her, and he had an unloaded gun. Was that before your time? That's like old.
That was a little before my time. Yeah.
He was stressing that bitch, and she was playing him like a banjo at a hoedown. She didn't give a fuck about him, and that's back when he was, Slim Shady and all that shit. He went to go get her with an unloaded gun at a fucking club. Go ahead, finish up, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'll say about that, like his style, I get it. It's iconic. It's Slim Shady, but like, man, that was like 20 years ago. Like I turned on the track and he's saying, "Guess who's back?" It's like you're beating a dead horse. Get with the times, basically. Like, come on, man.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Okay. I don't want to go back and see that female. Oh! And I forgot to tell you. Here's the kicker. I'm not going to say her name. I would never do that to any female that I'm intertwined with. A high yellow bitch. I should have known. A high yellow bitch. Hang on a second. I don't even know how many miles was that. Hold on, guys. Let me put... Okay. And 2. That was over an hour and 10 minutes that I drove. Now, I like to drive. So, and I don't invite females to my home. I don't do that. So I actually said, hey, I got to go down to Wilmington for some business, and, I can stop by. I'm not going to say exactly where she lives, but it was over an hour. Wouldn't turn down the goddamn TV. And the last time I had to fucking take the remote. I'm struggling because you got 300 fucking buttons on the goddamn thing. Sheesh. Hey, Mindy, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Donnell says, fuck Eminem. Okay, I think I just picked up and spoke to you, sir. No, yes, hold on. Let me see if this is him right here. Donnell, thank you for your patience, and I got your donation. How are you, man? Donnell.
Star, what up, Star?
Yes, sir. What do you want to start, man?
Hey, Star, we cursing tonight?
Well, try not to do it too much. Just, once or twice is okay.
All right. All I'm saying is, man, fuck Eminem, man. I'm tired of him walking around the game, man. It's time for him to go, man. He dissing Megan Thee Stallion. That's corny. She ain't no lyricist. He claimed to be a lyricist. When you gonna go ahead up with a lyricist? You don't never rhyme with nobody that can rhyme. You be dissing Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys and all this nonsense, man. We should have walked him out of the game for disrespecting Michael Jackson a couple years back. Sick of him.
Right.
Sick of him, man.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Took him 20 years to respond to cannabis. Come on, man.
Facts.
Tired of him, man.
Facts. Yeah.
That's all, man. I just want him up out of here.
No. Stay with me. You sent in a nice donation. Grandmaster Melly Mel, who I don't fuck with anymore, bowed down and kissed a white boy's ring. Mel came on my show talking crazy about Jay-Z and other black rappers, but the white boy gave him some bars and he folded like a lawn chair and kissed the ring. Melly Mel, you up to speed on that?
Yeah, I watched that, man. It's a damn shame, man. But, Mel ain't been right since. Didn't KRS One take him out back in the day, man?
That was Willie D. You're talking about the celebrity boxing match?
Nah, I'm talking about him and KRS. According to KRS One, they battled on stage, and KRS said he took him out.
I don't remember that, but I know Willie D from the Ghetto Boys cleaned his.
This is KRS. You talking about Willie D putting hands on him? I'm talking about him rhyming.
I forget, but okay.
Anyway, I would have hoped Mel would have did a little better than that, man. But the sad part about that is that nobody got behind Mel.
Yeah. Well,
where all these rap niggas at, man? Ain't none of them get behind Mel.
To be fair,
it's corny, man.
Hang on, hold on, sir. To be fair, Melly Mel has been talking so crazy over the years. I don't think people thought that he needed any backup. I mean, he put out a diss track on Eminem, and then within 24 hours, he folded. So there was no time for people to support him. There's no time. But go ahead and finish up.
Yeah, you're right.
Appreciate your support.
That was trash, man. I'm just tired of that dude. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of Royce the 5'9" always jumping up every time somebody say something to him, man.
Right.
It's a teeth fix, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Yeah, hey, man, I appreciate you letting me get talk with you, Star. Peace, man.
Thank you, sir. Peace. Okay. It's a good call. I appreciate that. Malmu, I got your donation via PayPal. Folks, at the top of the live chat should be the PayPal link. Let me just double check. What a beautiful weekend I had. Holy smokes, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to be putting up a brand new squirrel house. I spray painted it today. Wait till you see this. And I'm putting some kind of like an underbed under the artificial turf. Now, I had to put down the artificial turf. This is on my other YouTube channel, Squirrel Party, because I've got like 10 to 12 squirrels now at one time in the little play area. And they're digging, holes as they do to hide shit. That's what they do. They hide shit. And they were digging up the goddamn grass. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So at the top of the live chat, you will see the PayPal or Streamlabs information if you don't have Cash App, okay? So tomorrow, I plan to do a little bit more filming. I also have a pump for the bird fountain, which I did see 2 squirrels jumped onto the goddamn bird fountain, so they have no trouble getting up there. Let me just say that. Oh, and thank you to what is her name? Hey, Janice, I got your donation. She says she loves my new channel, Squirrel Party. Well, Janice, I, like many people, at first I thought I was going to, hook up bird houses and, get out there with the binoculars and watch birds. Anybody in the live chat tried to become a bird watcher, and then the squirrels just invaded everything, started climbing all over the goddamn birdhouses, breaking shit. Anybody know what I'm talking about? The squirrels are like they're like ghetto niggas. Just one squirrel will come to a birdhouse, destroy it, and then go back and tell other squirrels, "Yo, I know where they got it good. Follow me." I got like 10 squirrels now in my backyard. Luis, I got your donation. Asia will always be the one for you, Star. Yeah. Hey, well, listen, man. I mean, I enjoy, getting out and doing coffee brunch, if you will, with females. And then listen, from time to time, I like to, sharpen my game. Holler at a female or two. It's always, in the supermarket and stuff like that. But this chick, the fucking TV, I just rubbed me the wrong way. Malmu says Caitlin Clark is trying to get the WNBA what? Trying to get the WNBA straight. Okay. He also says Deontay Wilder, it's Jared Anderson's time now. Okay. So Original says, goofy ass black people were saying we just got to get Trump out of office a minute ago. Now all of a sudden niggas want to support him. Nah, stay with Biden, dummies. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of black people that are trying to jump the fence, so to speak. Thank you, Malmu, for your donation. And salute to Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes, former NBA player. He called out Caitlin Clark's team, and he's asking why they aren't, supporting her. Okay, let me just say that. Let me go to area code 678. Good evening. 678, Eminem. Slam!
Hello, sir.
For taking shots at Megan Thee Stallion. Are you there, sir? Good evening.
I'm right here, sir.
Yes, sir.
Start. I don't know why people are so surprised. Eminem is an entertainer. He's supposed to say whatever can rile up his fan base, literally.
Okay.
If he says something against Megan Thee Stallion, should we take it so seriously? No, because not only are certain Caucasians waiting to take advantage of that, there's a whole lot more melanated, whatever, black people who are waiting to make, certain videos. They're conservative, and they make money off of it too. I don't think it should be so predictable. He's in a certain age where he knows if he says something, it's going to cause traffic towards his album. He knows that.
Okay.
I watched the music video several times. The song to me wasn't so bad. He didn't have, if you watch the video, he didn't have lyrics before he said it. Right. And then right when he said it, there were lyrics flashing across the screen. So they want you to know, hey, this is what he said. I want you to catch this. I don't want you to have this good old time listening to this. I want you to catch certain things. I want you to get the entire, what would they call it? Just this entire play be put on. I want you to see me on the marquee. I want you to see this entire production. I want you to see this line. I need to get as much out of this single as I can. People forget about singles and what they really mean before and during an album release and after. So people really don't add that into their, okay, well, he needed a certain way to make himself back known.
Okay, now hang on a second, sir. I can respect what you're saying. However, it's a different day and time. I'm saying it's on brand for what he has done. Do you know what the term on brand means? It's on brand. That's what he does.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
There's a certain way.
Now, hang on. I'm going back to you. Hang on a second. But now, the dominant society are the ones now getting at him, not black people, sir. The dominant society.
Didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, they're calling him, quote unquote, pathetic. His own fans.
What?
Sir, I'm combing through this tonight. If you're not up to speed, do a little research if you care to. They're getting at him. The New York Post and other platforms. To be more precise, white people are bothered by him going at Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm just asking. I'm not saying you got to jump out the window for the queen, Megan Thee Stallion. I'm just saying, do you care? Now, it's art. Yes, it's art. It's art. However, Rick Ross apologized for whatever type of lyrics, something, the R word, I forget what it was. 50 Cent just reposted those lyrics.
Oh, I remember.
Rick Ross lost some type of, if I'm not mistaken, it may have been a Reebok deal. Troll Babies?
Yes, it was.
Troll Babies, correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm just asking.
It may have been Nike or Adidas.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure it may have been Reebok.
You have the floor.
The difference is, and you've already brought it up, so I can say it's already on brand. He's been dissing Britney Spears. He came up Mariah Carey, which Mariah Carey was leagues above Britney Spears. He's already hello.
I'm right here, sir. But you're
okay. I'm sorry.
You didn't reference anybody who was shot or a victim of violence. Megan Thee Stallion was shot, even if it wasn't by Tory Lanez. She was shot, and white folks are saying it stops here. That's what we are. Go ahead.
I have to say respectfully, sir, Eminem has bragged on, and you've already brought it up. Eminem has bragged on pulling a gun on his baby mama and her ex-lover, or at that time, her current lover. He bragged about pulling a gun on all of them. He bragged about threatening to, I don't know if I can say the word, unalive her and anyone close to her who stood against him. He already did all of that. There's a certain precedent that has been set when it comes to Eminem.
So you're saying no apology needed. No apology needed. Let's just move on.
For his fan base, absolutely. These are people who they have, and I'm not putting them in a corner. That's the last thing that they need. These are people who have been tortured in their childhoods. They haven't had the best life. People who may have the best life, but they like to hear really edgy type of things. His fan base is very secure. Do I agree with what he said? Absolutely not. I can't go completely against it, though, because of all of the threatening and talking crap he has done about everyone else. It's like, well, his brand is to go with pretty much everybody. That's lasted him from the 90s up until now. People forget it's 2024 and he's...
Can I ask, how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm 28 years old.
Okay. You're a young man. I say that respectfully. Did you ever hear of Eminem apologizing for an old track where he said black girls are stupid, black girls are dumb?
No. The only apology I've ever...
Hang on a second, sir. Stay with me.
Yes, sir.
He apologized for that because that was during a time, I forget what year that was, when he was, on the rise. And Benzino and my homie Dave Mays sent out that maxi single along with Source magazines. This was an old demo where he said, and I quote,
I've heard it before.
I quote, black girls are stupid, black girls are dumb. Now, he apologized. He said, I was young then, I was hurt by his black girlfriend, yada, yada, yada. But now you're talking about a black woman getting shot. And again, I'm not kicking his back in. I'm saying it's on brand. But you can finish up. Go ahead.
All right. In regards to that, he also mentioned how black girls were usually for your money. He said a whole lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
The only apology that was far widespread was the apology that he had to give to Elton John.
Woo!
That is the only apology he was, I don't even want to say forced to make, because he may have looked at the bottom line and said, okay, this is one guy I can't mess with. And it was not only a white guy, but a white guy that wasn't even from America.
The power structure.
Exactly. He has shown several times he will succumb to the power structure, but no one pays attention to that. His brand is still right there. It's the same brand as
I don't know if I can say his name, but a certain 2 white YouTubers who are white and make millions, tens of millions off of black hip hop and black suffering and black gang banging.
It's not necessary, sir. But listen, I gave you the last word. I have to take other calls. I thank you for chiming in. Thank you.
No problem, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have a blessed night. Thank you.
God bless. If that's the highest form of respect that you acknowledge, God bless you. I can say God bless you to folks, and I do from time to time. You know, either Tuesday or Wednesday, I want to have a discussion. Something just popped into my mind a couple of weeks ago. I've had this theory decades ago. Was Jesus an alien? Jesus of Nazareth. Where are the bones of Jesus? Let me look at live chat before we continue. Where's the bones? Now, there's bones that people have found and continue to find of dinosaurs. Where's the bones of Jesus? Tuesday or Wednesday? Guys, sit tight on the phones. I'm coming. Hang on a second. Is that the last dragon? Hey. Do I have your email address? The Last Dragon. Thank you for doing the timestamps to the shows. But we don't need. Oh, you don't need to do any more than, let's say, a minimum of 5 or 6, maybe 10. You don't have to do a long list. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But email me so we can be in contact. The last timestamps that you did, I had to shorten them. Okay, but I appreciate your efforts, and I'm here if I can do anything for you in terms of promotion. All right, hold on a second. Who's texting me? Whoa. Let me see if this guy can call in. I'm not going to harp on this too much, but I'm not set in my ways. I'm not. I pride myself on doing new things, going new places, hearing different ideas, exploring new theories. That's the reason why, or one of the reasons why I let you guys do a lot of talking and I give you the last word. I'm not a know-it-all. But that thing with the goddamn loud television, oh my God, I couldn't take it. I asked you the first time. Okay, I asked you the second time. You should have taken heed, to the second time. And then the third time, I got to grab the fucking remote and turn it down. I got to go. I got to go. Area code 470. Good evening. We're talking about a few topics. Are you up to speed? 4.
What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
I'm doing good. Peace. Man. I'm just starting the show. Enjoying.
Peace, Haki. Peace,
man. Yeah, man. So I listened to, because of you, I listened to that new Eminem song. It was on brand. It to me, honestly, I feel like because of this whole Kendrick, Drake, all this hip hop, resurgence going on, all this attention to lyricism, he might think that it's his time to strike, so he comes out with his track, and the track really wasn't even all that bad. He wasn't like really going at Megan Thee Stallion, just a little line, little jab, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't. And honestly, King, most people don't believe Meg. I'm sorry, man. So it's not like I'm not gonna go protest about, this You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe Kelsey shot her. I know you don't want to get into it, but that's what I believe.
Okay.
So I really don't have a problem with it. I mean, you know, just a little jab. It's popular culture. He just jabs at popular culture, you know?
Can I jump in, sir? You said peace out the gate, so you have knowledge of self, I would assume, yes?
Man, why not? Yeah. Why not? I think so.
Even if the black woman fabricated and lied, how many black men have been strung up, castrated, set on fire behind a lie? Even if Megan, I'm getting into my black bag for a second here, even if she lied, does that give the grafted man the green light? The grafted man.
In hip hop, it does.
Oh, black man.
In hip hop, it does.
Black man.
In hip hop, it's not disrespect. It's just a little jab. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm not about to.
Black man.
I can't stand for Shorty, man. She's not.
Black man.
I'm not gonna go into it, but no, I'm not riding for it, King. I'm not. I'm not doing it, man. I don't. Every time I see a post with her, I put free Tory Lanez on the bottom of that joint hashtag, and I put the screenshot of the witness saying that Kelsey shot first. I'm actual factual, Papa. I don't do that. I don't care.
Black man, with all due respect, you said you had knowledge of self. You greeted me with peace. You know.
Yeah.
But sir, you're sounding like Yakub right now.
I believe in right and wrong, God. I'm sorry. I do. Just because you're black doesn't mean that you're right and you're beyond reproach. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry. That's how I was raised. If you are wrong, you're wrong. You know, that's what's wrong. That's why we're so easily
right.
to be manipulated, because all you gotta do is get you a devil that's black, and all these other black people gonna follow him. You gotta, you know.
You're standing on your square, and I respect that. You're standing on your square.
I am, bro. I'm sorry. I'm black man. But I ain't gonna trip, bro, you know. But
hang on. I want to get your opinion. Deontay Wilder. I don't think he should retire. I think he's got to learn how to jab, man. He's got to get back in there. You know, I mean, listen, man, some of the greats, Bernard Hopkins and these other guys, man, they adjusted the margins and continued boxing into their 45, 46. Deontay Wilder still got bags to get. You know, come out with all that fly jiggy shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the white boy knocked me the fuck out. Yes, the Asian dropped me, but I'm back. I'm back like crack. That's what I want to see.
He has no understanding of the fundamentals of boxing. Bernard Hopkins, you know, George Foreman. George Foreman, when he got older, and he was as big as Butterbean, he was cracking people with uppercuts because he was slick, smart.
Talk about it.
He was so intelligent in the ring. Never seen an old man whoop people's butts like that. That was crazy how crafty he was in the ring. He was better than Jordan wearing the 4-5. He was so nice. This man cannot stand in the realm of greatness. He could not stand in the realm of Lennox Lewis. You remember Lennox Lewis?
Come on, man. Of course.
Oh my God. I've never seen a man that was so intelligent and strong, and he had the right court. It was like boxing with God.
Yeah.
This guy, look, the thing with Beyonce, he's a good guy. His daughter was sick. He created a hustle. He used his body. He made millions of dollars. I think that he needs to get a financial advisor. Okay? Then get a financial advisor, and he needs to start investing his money properly. Right. You know, he could try to stretch this out, but it's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? It's the more he's lost. And he fought a dude that got him by 70 pounds. You know, maybe he needs to go down in weight. You know what I'm saying? So if he does get whooped again, it won't hurt him so badly. But he is so frail. He doesn't believe. And honestly, he doesn't listen. I don't think he listens to anybody, man. I'm happy that he got a paycheck. I'm so happy he got a paycheck.
Okay. So I got to take other calls. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you.
All right. Have
Thank
a
you.
great day.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Folks, I just want to say this before I bring in someone. Hold on a second. 203, sit tight. I see you. Sit tight. You're up next. I'm just going to say this one last thing with regards to Deontay Wilder. I love the sport of boxing. I don't claim to be an aficionado, but I am very passionate about boxing. Going back to the 70s when I was a kid, my father used to take me and my older brother to Elizabeth, New Jersey to see Golden Gloves boxing. I still am an amateur boxing ring announcer. If you go to my IG page, you'll see me, out and about. I have a passion for the sport. I love the sport. If it's time for Deontay Wilder to retire, okay, so be it. But at 38, he's still got some years left in him. One of the greatest ever. Someone who I hold dear to my heart. One of your Philly brawlers. And in case you don't know, Philly is where a lot of your greatest boxers ever came out of. Bernard Hopkins, who's been a guest on my show on multiple occasions. A clean eater. Always would talk about his diet and so on and so forth. In 2001, he came on the Star and Buck Wild show. And he fought Felix Trinidad, Madison Square Garden, September the 29th. Now, myself, having known about Philly brawlers going back to the 70s, Joe Frazier and a host of others, I was supporting Bernard Hopkins, and I said on Hot 97, what round are you going to drop the spick? You want to talk about people calling that radio station demanding that I be either fired or suspended. I said, what round are you going to drop the spick? Because I knew he knew how to adjust the margins, the ultimate boxer. He was getting up there in age. I forget how old he was at the time. Somebody, you can educate me. And Bernard Hopkins put on a fucking clinic that night. Anybody in that live chat remember that? Bernard Hopkins, he put on a clinic. Now, at the time, Felix Trinidad was one of the baddest motherfuckers ever. Hopkins was working him, and then the last round, he turned over the right hand. Bow! Pushed him off of me. Fuck off me. I say all that to say this. If there's a chance in hell that Deontay Wilder can listen to somebody like Bernard Hopkins or George Foreman and adjust the margins and get himself a jab, because going the way he's going right now, it's not going to work. You have to develop a jab as you get older. Bang. Keep them off of you. Bang, 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 bang. That headhunt shit ain't going to work. There you are, area code 203. Good evening, sir. Good to hear from you. You want to talk about Jesus, even though the topic is coming up later on in the week. Was Jesus an alien? Number 9.
Hey, my friend. How are you?
Hey, good to hear from you, man. Good to hear from you.
Well, I know the topic is Wednesday, and we could definitely save it for Wednesday. I just wanted to just share a tidbit,
please,
in regards to the claim of Jesus being potentially an extraterrestrial being. If you go back to the ancient texts, the ancient scriptures and things of that nature, the heresies like Arianism that refer to Jesus as a being unlike any other in this world, in this realm. Right. They talk about almost a cosmic manifestation, not being of man or woman, but being placed to become a divine teacher and a guide in regards to spiritual salvation. Flash forward several hundred years later, you have Gnostics. Those are the purveyors of knowledge, if you will, Gnosticism, who revealed ancient texts like the Gospel of Thomas and ancient texts like the Gospel of Truth and things of that nature, that also referred to Jesus as a cosmic entity, unlike from this realm or of this earth, not from either man or woman, but someone that was placed from another realm of sorts. So This is nothing new to be asked or claimed to be made, that Jesus was beyond this stratosphere, if you will.
Well, you and I have had multiple discussions on religion, supernatural power, and so on and so forth. But I like to throw these things out there from time to time as I pick up new viewers and ask the question. I mean, I don't know. What say you, Gene Richmond? You are a knowledgeable man in the world of religion. Was Jesus of Nazareth an alien?
Personally, I don't think he was an alien. I think he was a man from a peasant, from a very poor village, who was enlightened spiritually by many manifestations of elevated thought. If you study metaphysics, they talk about different dimensions of first dimension, the ways of thinking, fourth, third dimension, even into a fifth dimension, or a Christ consciousness, if you will. I think he exhibited ideas that went beyond the teachings of the Pharisees and the Sadducees, which were all Jewish rites of passage and Jewish teachers. I think he had an understanding of something beyond just more than an ideology of a cut and dry, a worship of God, but various dimensions on how people could live their lives and have a spiritual consciousness, but be in a physical body. And I think if you go beyond that, I think the disciples such as Paul, who is said to be the framework of Christianity, right. I think there is a disconnect in regards to Christianity and Jesus' teachings with people like Dr. Bart Ehrman and Elaine Pagels.
Paul, who was eventually beaten and beheaded. Go ahead.
Yes, he turned upside down and then beheaded.
Right.
Absolutely. and he also was a Jewish Pharisee who persecuted Christians before making his conversion. So it was a very unique ideology in regards to that. But he also, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but he also was a Stoic. And Stoicism, in a sense, mirrors Christian beliefs, if you will. The idea of controlling emotional impulses and higher thoughts and elevation, and that's all Stoic, and you can match that to Christianity. So it's interwoven, if you will.
Toward the end,
not as cut and dry.
Toward the end of my system of belief, when I eventually lost and disregarded my faith, I started to think that Jesus was an alien. Maybe it was the cocaine that I was doing, and that was early 80s. But where are the bones of Jesus? Have they ever found his bones?
From my understanding, if you're resurrected and you go into the heavens, there are no bones. From what theology would tell us, there are no bones. But if you also look at another understanding of what it might be of the resurrection, you have a man who could have not been fully dead. I mean, there's been theories that said he didn't die there. He was beaten unconscious. He was tortured, but he didn't die and made his way out of that tomb, which the so-called five.
Is he still walking the earth? Is he shape-shifting? I mean, if we're going to go there.
Well, we could possibly.
Can we have this conversation Tuesday or Wednesday? I enjoy talking to you, but I don't want to go too far off from Eminem and Deontay Wilder.
Well, yeah. Let's delve on. You can get DaCosta on the phone. You're a theological buddy.
Okay.
DaCosta, you can get him on the phone.
David D. Cordova. David. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, then
Cordova. Yeah. There you
try
go.
and do that. But hey, man, good to talk to you. And you and I, we were on point, man, because Trump just did an interview. And he said he has no problem going to jail. Did you see that?
Yeah, because I saw it. It was on InfoWars.
Yeah,
it was on InfoWars. Alex Jones had it on telecast.
Yeah, standing on business. He's had no problem.
In 48 hours, he was able to raise over $100 million. Yeah. I mean,
all right.
This is like anything that we've ever seen.
Got to run, man. Good to talk to you.
All righty.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Gene Richmond, chapter number 9. Killer, I see you. My alleged daughter killer said, hang on a second. I got an email from, hey, Janet. Oh, okay, so Janet sent in the link to Eminem apologizing. What year was that? 2003. Yeah. This I'm not kicking Eminem's back in. I think it's on brand for what he has been doing. He's sticking to the formula of what works. He's like Nicki Minaj at this point. Nicki is going to continue rapping about, these bitches is my sons. It works. Whether we think it's old and contrived, it works. Thank you, Janet. Lex Diamond's tapping in. Salute, fam. Okay, who are you talking about, sir? She was going deaf like Foxy Brown. Who are you referencing? Megan Thee Stallion? Thank you, Lex Diamonds. Hey, Tiffany. Gardening is a great peace of mind. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna well, I already spoke. I don't want to keep talking about my new channel, Squirrel Party, but I'm doing some work tomorrow, and I'll have a new video up more than likely Tuesday or Wednesday. Thank you, Tiffany. Area code 206. Sit tight. You're up next. 206 will be right there. Hold on a second, guys. And thank you for your donation. Jason E, number 9, on his sober shit tonight, sounding like a biblical scholar. He's a very knowledgeable man. He and I have great conversations, Terry, thank you. Terry, I got your, what is this, email? Okay. Can't listen to it now, but thank you so much. Chef, great show. Thanks for the conversation. Thank you, Chef, for your support. Okay. Killer. Okay, she says send the link. Let me get Killer on the goddamn screen here. See what's cracking. Give me some tea. Killer, I want to know about Cardi B and Bia as well. Area code 206, good evening. Late night, are you there? We're talking about Eminem and Deontay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Good evening. Who's this?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
It's Sunday.
Hey, Sunday. I don't know your number offhand. Okay, I see it. I'll try and
206.
Make a note of that. How are you? What's cracking? You sent me a picture of you and Cardi B, yes?
Anytime I say anything on your show, everybody says cap. Everything's cap. So I'm going to start coming with receipts when I say stuff. I swear to God, everything's fake. Everybody's like trying to clown me anytime I speak. But anyway, I love your show. I wanted to comment on Megan Thee Stallion. Eminem.
Well, hang on a second. Before we get to Megan Thee Stallion, they're always going to call cap. It's never going to stop, no matter how many receipts you bring. Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't look in the live chat when you call in. If you do that,
okay.
If you do that, that will motivate them to go in even harder. Just pretend you don't. I don't look at the live chat. I don't have people blocking people. I want them talking crazy. You feel me?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's facts. I gotta learn that.
So you sent me a picture with you and Cardi B. Okay, that's a very nice picture. Tell me about it.
Well, she's sweet as pie. She's so nice. Okay. She's so nice. She's the type of person where if you fuck with her, sorry, I didn't mean to curse. If you mess with her, she's going to finish it. Like, she's that kind of person.
Okay.
But she's not somebody that attacks. Like, she's a defensive type of person. At the time, I was wearing my boyfriend's clothes, and her sister, Hennessy, was giving me the side eye because I didn't know she was a lesbian, but I guess she thought I was looking at her, and I wasn't. I was wearing my boyfriend's clothes at the time.
Okay.
I was working at a strip club that she used to work at, actually, in New Jersey. And I went to see her show. This was 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
So that's where that picture's from. But with Bia and Cardi B, I think both of them.
Well, hang on. So now Cardi's sister, Hennessy, is an alleged Furburger liquor, or she's bi?
No, she's a lesbian. She came out and said she was lesbian. She has a girlfriend.
Okay.
She came out and said that herself.
Okay. And you yourself, you're a switch hitter, yes?
I didn't like her, though. I was just looking at her because I thought I was like,
no.
I didn't know Cardi B had a sister.
I'm just asking because you put that information out there. you lick a hole and you suck a pole. Yes.
I have a very specific type, and she wasn't that type. But yes, you're right.
Okay.
You are correct.
Continue.
I don't go for women that look like me.
Gotcha.
So,
continue on. Okay. You like a bull dagger. Go ahead.
no, I don't. I'm into white chicks. Don't go for dykes. I go for feminine white chicks. That's my type.
Okay. Continue. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So with Bia and Cardi B, I think they both have low sales, and the fighting, the battles and everything that's going on right now is prime opportunity. And I think they just need their sales to come up. Okay. That's what I think is going on, because Cardi B don't be starting with people. And Bia, the song that she came out with was trash. I gave it a chance, but it's garbage. It's garbage. I didn't like it at all.
I beg to differ.
I'm a big fan of.
I beg to differ. I didn't know she was from the UK. She was spitting some bars, Bia, and I said, "Whoa." I then sent that link to Florida Boy J, and I said, who the fuck is Bia? He then called me and gave me the rundown. So now, knowing now that she's from the UK, is she from Birmingham, South London? Where is she from? Do you know?
I don't know. All I know is that she works directly under Pharrell, and she's working with a legend. So she's going to come out with excellent music regardless.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Bia other than she's young. I've heard a few of her songs. I've never really liked her music, but then again, that might be because I'm old, like I'm 35, so I have higher expectations for a lyricist, and she doesn't meet any of those qualifications. I don't even think she's nice to look at.
To my
She
knowledge.
has a flat ass.
Well,
I don't like looking at that.
Okay.
So for me, I'm not into her. But with Cardi B, I think Cardi B is.
Hang on, if I can jump in. To my knowledge, Bia writes her rhymes. To my knowledge.
Yeah, but she has a flat ass. She still has a flat ass.
Okay, but we're just talking about the bars at this point. and is there anybody in the live chat? Well, hang on, Bia, guys, is Bia from South London? Because down there, a lot of people are into knives, and she might be with that action, that activity, as they call it. She may have been like, out there really getting it in those streets. Cardi B once used to get it in back when she was, back in the days. I saw videos of her fighting on the train and shit like that. But where are we now with the two of them? Why are they quote unquote beefing, and Bia's coming with a diss track? Can you tell us that?
When I looked at it, basically Cardi B was saying that she was spreading false rumors to her family. It was more than just work and media. She said that she was going to her husband's friends and telling them, oh, she's effing this dude, she's sleeping with this man while she's married. Now, her husband has cheated, but she's always said that she doesn't cheat back. And so she got really upset by her kind of trying to, infringe upon her private life, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But for me, I really just think that it's just a good publicity stunt. They're both Hispanic, they're both pretty, and they're both low sales. They have low streaming. Cardi B hasn't put out an album in years. She said she's afraid to put out an album because nobody's going to buy it. And I really think that the battling stuff is bringing attention to them in a positive way. And even the same with Eminem.
Hold on a second. Guys, where is Bia from? Is she from the UK? Someone is saying different. Florida Boy J, you said the UK. I need to know where Bia is from. You're saying she's Hispanic. Are you sure? Sunday.
Says she's from Medford, Massachusetts.
Oh my goodness! Well, why is Florida Boy J saying the UK?
No, it says Medford, Massachusetts. She's Puerto Rican and Italian, so she's Hispanic.
Stay with me. Florida Boy J giving me wrong information. Stay with me. Hold on. Call this nigga right now. Got me looking crazy. Hold on, Sunday. Kill, I need you to confirm where Bia is from before I bring you on the screen. Now he's not picking up. Ain't that some shit? Okay, good. I'm sorry, Sunday. You were saying?
Yeah, it says she was born in Medford, Massachusetts. She's 32, Puerto Rican and Italian, but she says she's Hispanic. So I'm saying she's Hispanic.
Okay.
But she's like, for me, I think she's like, everything that she does is based off of swag, sex appeal, et cetera, et cetera. You can't separate the music from that because that's her whole spiel.
Gotcha.
So when I look at her, I'm like, she's not attractive to me. She has a flat ass. I don't know who likes that, but that's not nice to look at. When I look at Cardi B, I'm like, all right, she got the curves. She has a nice body. She's cute, So for me, if she comes out with something, she wins automatically. Right. That's how I look at it.
Older men, baby boomers, we actually like flat asses, like the Cheryl Teagues look. We like flat asses. Anyway.
Well, all right. Okay. Well, I won't disagree with my I won't disagree with that. I was told older men like natural, not flat. So I don't know. Maybe I got it mixed up.
Flat
but
ass.
For me, I think Cardi B has a lot of talent. She's just,
No, good. You have the floor. Go ahead.
I think Cardi B has a lot of talent. I just think that she's very insecure, and she doesn't realize that she has a beast inside her that can eat Bia alive. That's what I think.
Okay.
Because she gets emotional. Once you start coming for her, she's all in her feelings and she's ready to attack. I heard you mention, or somebody mentioned to you about a lawsuit or whatever. But she's very capable in the booth. That I paid for premium seats. Her first concert before she was famous, when she was on Love and Hip Hop. Nice. And I went and saw her backstage. I think she's so fly.
Okay.
She's so fly, and she's a sweetheart. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, hey, absolutely. I wanted to comment on that Eminem stuff.
Yeah, good, because I got to track down Florida Boy J. Florida Boy J, I'm calling you. They're all saying Bia is not from the UK. Check in. Go ahead. You were saying Sunday. Go ahead.
So I think the Eminem situation is the same thing as Kanye West and Taylor Swift. Kanye has taken credit for Taylor Swift's, like mega rise to superstardom.
Oh, he tries.
He, played her out on.
He tries, but she's talented. She didn't need him. But go ahead.
Well, I just mean that Megan has struggled with ticket sales. I looked it up. She's struggled with ticket sales. She's had to cancel concerts even before and after the Tory Lanez thing.
Okay.
And I think that when Tory Lanez became convicted, she was put on the map as a superstar, and you can see evidence of that in her image. She was,
I believe you,
a little bit heavier set.
I believe you.
Yeah, she was a little bit heavier set, and now she's in prime shape like an athlete. She's head to toe like a superstar every time she steps out. If you look at her just a few years ago, she was about 20, 30 pounds overweight.
Okay.
She didn't have the same appeal.
Right.
She is primed to be the next big superstar, and I really think that this is helping her. I think Eminem did her a favor.
Okay.
Because, look, there's a difference. I'm a DV survivor myself. There is a difference between, this is just my opinion, this is not legal speak. There's a difference between intent to kill and reckless.
For those who don't know, in layman's terms, when you say a DV survivor, for those who don't know.
Oh, like, a domestic violence survivor, basically you got your ass whooped, right? And so what I'm saying is there's a difference between somebody trying to kill you and somebody being reckless with a weapon. The man shot her in the foot. He did not shoot her near any sort of vital organ or in the, arm or whatever. He shot.
Can I jump in here? Because I don't want to go back into the whole Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, who shot her, yada, yada. With all due respect, how do we know that you weren't the one whooping the other person's ass and you're now trying to flip it around? How do we know that?
Are you talking about me or are you talking about her? You're saying in my personal situation?
You. How do we know that?
Oh, I have, because I have.
Hang on. How do we know you're telling the truth? You see, a lot of people who are the actual abusers try to flip it around and pretend to be the victim. I mean, how do we know you're not the actual abuser?
Okay, I can answer that. I don't want to talk over you.
Go ahead.
So for me, I have, and I learned from Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels said, all of you women are calling in talking about DV. What if it was mutual combat?
Right.
Do you have a police report? Do you have a case? Right. Do you have documents? I have everything. Okay. I have everything.
Okay.
All of my paperwork, my police report, and evidence which is not for the for online to see because I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a star.
Of course. Listen, Sunday, I hate to cut you short. I got to get Florida Boy Jay in the line. I got you. I thank you for your call. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you for having me. Okay.
Florida Boy Jay, let's get you on the line. Niggas is coming at me. They're saying you cap. They're saying Bia is not from the UK. Killer, what up, girl?
What's up, Pops? Yeah, don't kick my brother back in. You know what I mean? We going Jay, I got
that
you.
nigga fight his own battles.
I got this.
Hey. Let that nigga fight his own battles. When you come on the screen, niggas is talking about fast forwarding. You popping, girl. Let's go. All
right, so no, she not from the UK. I don't know where the fuck Jay get that bullshit from.
The fuck is this nigga talking? Hold on a second. Florida Boy Jay, is that you, big nigga? Big nigga.
Hey, yo, nigga.
The fuck, nigga? The fuck? Hey, hold on. Killer, can you hear him? Okay. Everybody, can you hear Killer and Florida Boy Jay? Nigga, I called you earlier this afternoon. How you giving me the wrong information?
Man, you learn something every day, right? Like, I thought she was from the UK. He had a song with J. Cole called London. He was rapping with an accent. I thought nigga was from the UK, man. I didn't know.
Little boy Jay, listen to me, man. Listen to me. When I call you or when I send you a text or something, if you don't know, just say, big nigga, I don't know. But I'm going to find out. Don't have me looking crazy. I'm thinking she's from South London down there where bitches is shanking people. She's from Massachusetts, my nigga. The fuck?
Listen.
Killer, jump in. Killer, talk to this nigga. Jump in there, Killer. Jump in, Killer.
All right, we gonna be real, brother, because let's switch it around real quick. The reason why Jay really didn't
fix your microphone. It sounds distorted.
The reason why Jay didn't know where she really from is because nobody give a fuck about Bia.
Stop it. She's popping. Stop hating. She's popping right now.
No, she's popping because she's coming at Cardi.
She looks good. I like her body. She's
can we pick her out the lineup?
Come on. What?
Jay? If you don't know nothing else, you know that you know damn well the only reason why we conversing about Bia right now is because she was talking about Barty. Period.
We can't pick her out of a lineup of anybody. You have to point her out to people.
It's okay. She's coming up. She's hating and she's getting her shine on the Star Report. Bia, somebody send me a link to her video, please. I got time for this. Go ahead, Florida Boy Jay. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. First of all, just like last call was like, you can come with stone cold facts and niggas call it cap. So Lord forbid niggas actually come on with some cap like I just did. Not gonna hear the end of it.
Well, how did you get the UK? She's from Massachusetts. I swear.
I thought she was from the UK for like the last 3 years.
Oh my God. I mean, Killer, me and this nigga was on the phone earlier today. He told me she's from the UK. I said, oh, where at, man? She from Birmingham? And this nigga's, amping up the set. I be looking crazy.
Hey, man, listen. I got it wrong.
From Medford,
so I called back, man. I was out here.
Okay, and she moved to LA in 2017 so she could follow her dreams as a rapper.
She's sexy as a motherfucker, too.
I thought she was eating beans and toast, man. I'm sorry.
I'm on her fucking page right now, officialbia.com. This sexy motherfucker.
Come on, man.
Oh, shit.
Come on, man.
Here you go.
I didn't think Massachusetts was in the UK, man. I didn't. I swear.
Oh, she's from Beantown, Boston bred. The fuck is y'all doing to me?
Well, one thing I learned that
is she from Beantown, Roxbury, Jamaica Plain? This bitch is popping.
She popping. Here he goes.
Popping. Well, boy, Jay, good to talk to you. I got to bounce, man. We'll talk tomorrow, my nigga.
All right, man.
Let's get that nigga out of here, man. Get that nigga the fuck out of here, man. Hold on a second. Bia's bars are powered by her hard-won self-assurance. The Boston-bred MC has hustled for years to create her own brand. Oh, she's from Beantown.
I mean, I'll be real. I'll be honest. Regarding her voice, she has a really, really, really good rapping voice. But as of lately, she hasn't been able to catch one. And if we're being real in the industry,
That's okay.
You're as
That's
hot
okay.
as your last hit song. You need a
Puerto
hit
Rico.
record.
Let me get some Puerto Ricans on the line. Her name is Bia.
Oh my God.
Coming for that Dominican bitch, Cardi B. It's not her fault Cardi B is stuck on one fucking album. Thank you, Janet. Janet sent me the link. Officialbia.com. What's going on, Killer? What else is popping? You got any other tea or something crazy?
Nah, you trying to kick Cardi back in. I'm good. I'm gonna sit this one out. We good. I'm biased. It's big New York City energy. You trying to kick Cardi back in. I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that. You know, when Cardi come back, she gonna have a whole New York on her back. So I'm not gonna do that.
So she's coming with the second album?
Eventually. I feel like, you know, when you have an album as big as Cardi's first album was, okay, she wants to make sure. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. She's competing with herself.
Gotcha.
So
sounds like she's got a writer's block to me. One second.
I think she's having a hard time picking the songs that's gonna trump all of the songs that she had a lot of songs that went diamond on that first album. You know, so
okay.
But now B is trying to catch one, and we'll see what happens, because regardless of the back and forth and them trending for the back and forth, and now Cardi is allegedly, you know, threatening to sue Bia.
Bia getting up in that ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, the type of things that she's alleging in her slanderous song, she could damage, you know, a marriage. This is a union
anyway,
that people need to be taking seriously. Now, I know you got a thing for Bia now, but hopefully Bia could catch a hit record.
Okay. What channel are you promoting now? Because you were in YouTube jail. Which is the channel people need to go to?
They need to go to the Killer Daily channel. I'm going to send you the link.
Please do. Great to see you. Thank you for chiming in, and I appreciate you. Okay.
All right, Pops. Later.
Take care, Connect.
I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you're needing. You can call my name, I'll be around. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you're needing. You can call my name, I'll be around. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling. need a reason.